Hello, this is Tormod from Norway, and I would like to chat a little bit about um, schizophrenia and how I view my schizophrenia. I was born in 1978, and to me, having investigated, researched, and then cross checked that investigation, that research with my own experience, you know, I research, I investigate, I talk to doctors, I talk to specific people, people with schizophrenia, healthcare professionals, activists, I talk to everybody. And I cross check what I find with myself, my mind, my schizophrenia, all of it. And, you know, my understanding is that I'm born with schizophrenia. There are children who are being diagnosed with schizophrenia, which means that it doesn't come from trauma or drug usage. It comes from before birth. So, I reckon schizophrenia as being like this. To me, with going through schizophrenic episodes, like when I go through experiencing the schizophrenia, it is like a internal war. Okay, it is like a war, me against me, basically. I'm fighting against myself in thought, in pictures, hallucinations, in voices in the head, all these highly polarized and, might I add, violent and abusive thinking, pictures, hallucinations, experiences of my mind that is very troublesome and very depressing and very exhausting. Okay, so schizophrenia, I take schizophrenia very seriously with this approach of calling it a war against myself. And I read the expertise on Wikipedia or different doctors saying this and so back and forth, that they are somewhat vague and somewhat not knowing 100% what to make of this illness in 2020 today. Also today, doctors know that we know the symptoms very well, obviously, okay? But the doctors and the professional medical workers, they struggle to find the cause and the origin of the symptoms. There are some underlying factors of beyond this worldly life, I would say, that is, the original cause and the original existence of schizophrenia in people living with schizophrenia. Things like reincarnation, that sort of field, you could say, yeah. But back to the experience, the symptoms, the psychosis of schizophrenia. Because for me, it is like this misalignment within myself. Because I'm fighting against myself, I'm at war against myself. And that is insanity, basically. That is schizophrenia. I'm thinking negative about the world, about myself. I think negative about politics, about life, about anything, about myself, So to me, schizophrenia is like this system, this program, okay, that is laying or resting, you could say, between my imaginary mind, my metaphysical mind, the thought, the imagination, the polarized mind, and the physical body, the rest of me, the physical body, the flesh, the blood, the heart, the liver, the skin, the cells, my lungs, everything of my physical body. In between this, there is where the unit, the system, in between being imaginative and being real as physical substance, that is where I find my schizophrenia. In between the imaginative and the physical real. Okay? In that borderline, you might say, lies schizophrenia as a system that is, so interwoven to be in opposing self, sort of, a self-imposement, a self-war. It is very rigid and very programmed unit or system or program that is designed to be at war against self. It is designed to have me, as diagnosed with schizophrenia, to be at war with myself through polarities, aka personalities. Okay? Through polarities, also known as personalities. Now, there is a difference between personality disorder and schizophrenia, I would say. I don't know all what is personality or disorder to the fullest, but I know that the difference, to me, it sounds like the difference is in the rigging, the sound, if you like, the experience, the resonance of my schizophrenia, which is violence, which is war, which is rage and depression and these gruesome things that we see in war stories and so on. Because schizophrenia is me fighting me, which is insanity, But that's what schizophrenia is. It's a very complex and difficult mental illness. Again, I researched and investigated most of all myself, my own mind, by using the tool of self-forgiveness to forgive myself for all the systems, all the polarities, all the systems, the avenues, the blame, the depression, the feeling desire, the addictions, the polarities of addictions, all these things I've worked with. And I've come a long way to know myself as schizophrenia today. So more than anything, I would like to end this video by saying that schizophrenia is me fighting me. It is a war against myself. I find that through a process of forgiving myself as polarities within my mind, okay, as personalities within my mind, by forgiving all these polarities, aka personalities, I learn who I am beyond that. And I'm able to understand schizophrenia as this element between my metaphysical mind, okay, my imaginative mind, and the physical reality, the blood, the flesh, the organs, the bone of me. Between there lies this program that is rigged and systematized to have me or personalities of me to fight myself. And this causes then the illness of schizophrenia, psychosis, all the problems with this illness that we see. Again, if you want to learn how to work with self-forgiveness, I welcome you with open arms. I know self-forgiveness, I know schizophrenia, and it isn't done overnight. I forgive my past like that. It isn't done overnight. It takes consistency, it takes discipline, it takes time. Okay? So, yeah. So this is another take from me about schizophrenia. I hope that there's something for you to pick up upon, to learn something new perhaps, and feel free to ask me questions and comments. And thank you and enjoy.